Hi guys. So I have a story to tell you. It's a bit of a ghost story, maybe. We'll hopefully find out eventually. Um, but here it is. I recently moved and we moved into a brand new place. Nobody else has lived here before us. Um, there is construction all around us. We've just been watching houses go up from the ground up for the last few months. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but very interesting. Um, anyway, prior to this land being developed, as far as I know, it was just farmland. There wasn't anything crazy going on here. So um, I have a lot of crystals and like protective items and stuff that I like to put all around my house. But this new place is significantly bigger than the last place that we lived. So I've kind of ended up focusing my attention on like the main floor. So most of the protective items, most of the crystals and stuff have been placed around the main floor of the house, and we've put very little focus on the upstairs where the bedrooms are. The kids' rooms, they have set them up and all of that, but like my bedroom just kind of got the leftover pictures that we couldn't find a spot for, or they didn't really fit the main area, and that's like pretty much it. So yeah, that is, I think, like kind of important information. So a couple weeks after we moved in, my daughter woke up in the morning and she told me that in the night she thought her big brother had been in her room. Um, she said that she woke up and she rolled over and she looked and she saw what she thought was him standing over her, like looking at her. She said a tall, thin person, but she couldn't see any of the features. It was like a shadow and it was dark. And so she thought it was him. And she realized pretty quickly that it wasn't him. I think like the stature and I don't know, something about it. She said it wasn't him. She was freaked out, so she closed her eyes, and then when she opened them again, he was gone. And so she didn't. I don't know. I guess she went back to sleep or stayed awake. I'm not really sure, but she told me in the morning when I went to see her what what she had seen, and we talked about it, and told her like she does have vivid dreams, so I thought maybe you were dreaming, and she wasn't 100% convinced that it wasn't a dream, so we just kind of left it at that. And then fast forward to like last week or the week before, she got up in the morning and told me that somebody was outside her bedroom door in the night. She said that they were tall, like an adult sized person. Um, Again, she couldn't see the features. They were like a shadow, but they had an enlarged head. She said almost like the head didn't fit the body, but it was definitely attached to the body. I'm not sure how she knows. And despite not being able to see the facial features, she was positive that it was looking at her. And she was freaked out. She said again, she closed her eyes. When she opened them, it was gone. And she was 100% sure this time that she was awake. She said that she was frustrated because she had woken up and she couldn't fall back asleep and she couldn't figure out why. And then she looked at the door and she saw this. And so she was 100% sure she was not sleeping. This is not a dream. And she was not super happy. And then she said, well, now I'm questioning if the other thing that I saw was a dream or not. I guess because, if she's sure that this is real, then what's to say that isn't? So my kids know that I do paranormal investigations. I don't like hide it from them because it's like a big part of who I am and like what I do. But they've never been on an investigation. I keep a lot of the information about that kind of stuff private, for mostly for our clients, but also because I don't think that kids need to really be involved in that. That's my personal preference. And so while they know, if they ever ask questions, I just kind of tell them that we are protected in our space. They don't need to worry about anything. And most of the time we debunk. Like potential paranormal activity at places that we go. So they're aware that a lot of the times things that seem really scary can end up being just something normal. So it's not a huge deal. So this isn't something that we're like talking about a lot or really into. And then as far as the stuff around my house, they just know that I really like pretty rocks. So my daughter has a lot of crystals in her room because she did a science experiment for the science fair on triboluminescence. You guys should look into that. It's pretty cool. It's not like creepy or spiritual at all. It's about how crystals can spark when you rub them together, quartz crystals. Very neat. It works. But so there isn't any real intention in the crystals in her room, but she has them. And she likes them too. They're pretty. So yeah, I don't know where this stuff is coming from. But I had Rob come over. Rob came over on Tuesday. We set up some audio stuff. I reviewed it. We did about 2 hours of audio. 1 hour on 2 different recording devices. I didn't catch anything. We played around a bit with the FLIR camera. There's like some interesting things, like the vents cause it looks like a mist on the FLIR, but it's explainable. The wall in her closet is weirdly warm, which we couldn't really figure out, but I don't know, there's nothing happening in her closet, so I'm not really sure. But this is getting a little long. So I'm gonna take you guys, and I'm just gonna put this coffee down and show you her room so you can see, and then I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. Rob and I did this investigation, like a little kind of impromptu investigation. We didn't do anything too crazy, but we did that on Tuesday. And then yesterday, I saged my whole house. And I put some extra stuff in my daughter's room, which I will show you. So I'm going to flip the camera around here. Okay, so this is my daughter's room. We just came upstairs. I'm going to turn the light on. So she had a few crystals in here from her science experiment. You can see there some crystals. Sorry for the movement. So I added some other crystals, and then I added an angel over her door, and we have iron on either side of the door. Oh, we did a little spell jar here for protection. I even like to cover all my bases, did a bowl, spell bowl for protection. So this is her bed. I don't think I can turn my camera at this point. So this is what she would have seen. This is the doorway. Rob and I turned off the lights and tried to figure out if she maybe act like something looked like something, but no, there's nothing. You can clearly see that white wall, even with the lights off, because she has some light coming from, there's like a parking lot out here, and there's lights, so you can clearly see them. So we couldn't figure it out. So I thought like putting this protective stuff and saging and stuff would help. She has her witch spells too she made. I don't know if you guys know anything about witch spells, but all my kids have them. So, yeah, we couldn't figure it out. And we just kind of decided, like, we're just going to leave it. It's probably, you know, like nothing is hurting her, so it's probably fine. So yesterday was when I did all of the saging and the spell jar and all of that stuff. My kids are away right now, so I thought I would do it when they weren't here, so they didn't get like freaked out or anything. This morning, I was taking a shower in the master bathroom and the light turned off. There is nothing weirder than being in the shower and the light turns off, because you're like, well, this is it. This is how I go out naked. Terrible. So my master bathroom, the light switch is on the outside. I'll show you guys. Because I don't know what happened here. And I saged already, so I'm not super happy about this. So this is the bathroom. There's the shower. I shower with the door closed. there's the light switch. So the light turned off and I panicked and I jumped out of the shower and opened the door because it's completely dark in there. And I thought if I open the door, the light will come in. So part of me is thinking like, and I'm at home alone, just there's nobody here. So part of me is thinking like, did somebody get in the house? Did they turn off the light? There's like a lot of construction people around here and they have come into the house a few times to like install blinds or do stuff, and they forgot to let me know. So I thought like, did something happen? As soon as I turned the hand, like hit the handle to open the door, the light turned back on. I didn't hear the click. I don't know if it did it. Like I have no idea because I was moving and the handle and it all happened very alarmingly fast. So I don't know. But the light was off for long enough that if the electricity went off in the house, I felt that I would have the clock on the stove, sorry, my brain is like, the clock on the stove would go off. So I went downstairs and checked, and no, the clock on the stove is still the right time. The microwave is fine. The power in the house did not go off. Everything that was plugged in is still working properly. So it was just my bathroom light turning off while I was in the shower, which is like, you know, if they wanted to go around and follow the kids and like just turn the lights off that the kids leave on, I'd be totally cool with that. But like while I'm in the shower, that's just rude. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm probably going to get Rob back here and we're probably going to do some more investigating. But I don't know. I thought I would share. After Rob left on Tuesday, we discussed we were going to go live and like walk through the process of our investigations and stuff and see what you guys thought. But we decided not to because there's like not really enough going on. But yeah, I don't know. I saged yesterday. I saged, and now today this happened. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to move some stuff up here and like load my room up with crystals and stuff. The crazy thing is I have something above my door, and I'll show you guys. My grandma gave me this, and it's like antique, and so it's been above the door in every place that I've lived. It's like religious, and it's like a protective thing. So maybe I have to sage that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, you guys let me know what you think is happening, and like where I should go from here. Should I resage Palo Santo? I don't know. Just move? Just kidding. I don't want to investigate while the kids are here, so or like set up a bunch of equipment while my kids are here to freak them out. So we'll have to do something and figure it out so I don't scare them. So any ideas welcome. And yeah, you guys might see us investigate here live some point soon. Okay, and I'll let you know if anything else crazy or cool happens. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.